CarolinaPrepper.com. If you're looking for quality food storage for hiking, fishing, hunting, basic survival needs, or just for everyday use, check out our food storage line at CarolinaPrepper.com. We also carry other fine quality products, such as our can-can concealment holsters for men and women. Keeping your firearm under cover and within reach puts confidence in your hands in any situation. Our products are 100% American made. Check us out today at CarolinaPrepper.com. Good morning, everybody. Merry Christmas. Hey, Robin, good morning. Don, good morning. How's everybody? Good morning, Chessie. How are you? Marianne, hello, hello. How is everybody? Please come on in, please. Hey, Jules, please share this with everybody. I'm going to do something that I don't normally do. Hey, Rhonda. To get us all into the Christmas spirit, I am going to sing for you. Hey, Danielle. So I'll apologize up front, but I'm just going to get you in the Christmas spirit as you're coming in. Thank you for coming. I know some of you have wanted to hear me sing, but, you know, whatever. Hey, Daniel. So sing along with me, if you will. Hey, Lacey. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Marlene, Nick. Hello, hello. Renee, come on in. Merry Christmas, everybody. Robin is thanking God especially for today. Robin has been 1 year cancer free. She found out yesterday. So congratulations. Praise God, Robin. Hey, Josette, good to see you. Jamie, Merry Christmas. Okay, so I'm going to start singing. Please sing along with me, if you will. Here goes nothing. Oh, come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord. Sing, choirs of angels, sing in exaltation. Oh, come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. Venite adoremus, venite adoremus, venite adoremus, Dominum. Sorry, that was a little bit like, woo. You lost me here. Thank you. All right, I tried. I was a little nervous, I have to say. Probably a little bit high notes on there, but thank you so much. Merry Christmas. Oh, Robin, thank you. Now the birth of Jesus Christ was as follows. After his mother Mary was betrothed to Joseph, before they came together, she was found with the child of the Holy Spirit. Then Joseph, her husband, being a just man and not wanting to make her a public example, was minded to put her away secretly. But while he thought about these things, behold, an angel of the Lord appeared to him in a dream, saying, Joseph, son of David, do not be afraid to take you Mary, your wife, for that which is conceived in her is of the Holy Spirit. And she will bring forth a son, and you shall call his name Jesus, for he shall save his people from their sin. So all this was done that it might be fulfilled, which was spoken by the Lord through the prophet, saying, Behold, the virgin shall be with child, and bear a son, and they shall call his name Emmanuel, which is translated God with us. Then Joseph, being aroused from sleep, did as the angel of the Lord commanded him, and took to him his wife, and did not know her till she had brought forth her firstborn son, and he called his name Jesus. Woo! That's what Christmas is all about. Thank you, everybody. Chezzy, thank you for the super hearts. Merry Christmas, everybody. So good to see you here. This is taking some time off. So I wanted to, before I go forward, I want to show you what I got yesterday in the mail. This is from CarolinaFoodStorage.com. This is what they call a simple plate garden veggie lasagna. And I want you to see what's inside this. This is the recipe and instructions. You can't go wrong, is what I'm trying to tell you. And oh, look at this. Every ingredient you need is in here to make this lasagna. That's pretty good. So, you know, if you like food storage, that's one thing. But if you also like to have things put together as easily for you, that's another. Just go to CarolinaFoodStorage.com. It'll tell you, Marianne, about the gluten-free stuff if they have it and everything else. I can't wait to try that. I love lasagna, and I really love the vegetable lasagna, so this ought to be good. So I'll let you know. Beautiful voice, you can join our choir. Hidden talent just said, thank you so much. So, all right. How is everybody on this? We'll pretend it's Christmas Eve, right? Merry Christmas, Tillman. How are you? Good to see you. Cully, good to see you. I tried my best singing the Christmas carol. I really did. We know what you're eating for Christmas. No, I'm probably not having that for Christmas, but shortly thereafter. Christmas Eve, I know. It's Christmas Eve Eve. Thank you, Danielle. Thank you. So, all right, let's get to the news, I guess. All right, the tax bill is going to be signed today before the president goes all the way to home in Florida. Hey, Catherine. Hey, Mike, good to see you. Glad to see everybody. Hello, Susan. Off to work. Have a fantastic Christmas. You too. Vika, good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Merry Christmas. Texas Kilo, Merry Christmas. Thank you, Robin. I'm out of Facebook jail, everybody, right before Christmas, the Christmas miracle. Now, of course, I'll probably be right back into Facebook jail. Looks like I'm in YouTube jail because YouTube is starting all of a sudden to have bad stream health. So there you go. Can't wait to see my 2.5-year-old grandson on the first Christmas program at church. Aw, how cute. So sweet. So sweet. Christmas feels different this year when shopping. You know what? I'll tell you one thing that I noticed about this Christmas and shopping. There are tons of people out shopping. I think more so, and they started earlier than I've ever seen before. So this is kind of an unusual Christmas. And I mean, it is, you can't go anywhere. You can't move. There's so many people. So I'm just saying, got a lot of people. Optimism. Yes, Tillman. Finally, after 8 years of depression, there's optimism. They have confidence. Yes, they do. Thanks for our president, that the country, except for the Democrats who are still boo-hooing over here on the left, everything is going great. Shopping for my only grandchild, Danielle said. Aw. The way I like to shop is online. It's so much easier that way. It really is. Trump is a magnificent president. He sure is, Mike. Robin, stay out of jail. I'm friends with a Facebook criminal. I know, Robin. Who knew, right? I apologize for those on on YouTube today. If you're having problems, please come over to Periscope and come over to Facebook. It looks like I'm not one of. After I sang my song and showed the my package, Facebook or YouTube, I mean, kind of closed me down. So there you go. Can't win for losing. Good morning, Lee. Merry Christmas. You shop after Christmas. Best thing to do, Tillman. Best deals. Twitter's up. Well, thank God for that, Kath. YouTube isn't. YouTube is like, okay, I'm closing down now. But that's okay. YouTube can be bad if they want to be. They'll get a lump of coal for Christmas. Good morning, Catherine. YouTube has no Christmas spirit. I know, Marianne. No Christmas spirit whatsoever. It was working okay yesterday, and then today they're like, okay, we're shutting you down. So, oh, let's see. Also, this may surprise you. Jerry Brown, Governor Jerry Brown of California, now wants money from the federal government. Can you believe that? Hey, Robin, can you believe that? Lee, I don't know. Must be on YouTube. I'm back on Facebook and Twitter and Periscope, but YouTube does not like me today. Does not like me. Yeah, Jerry Brown, after all the fires, he's saying, gosh, we want to secede. We want to be our own United States of California. And yet, we need some money. Can you give us some money? If I were Trump, I would say, like the UN who voted against us yesterday, no, you can't have any. We did have a fire yesterday that started in Riverside, for whatever reason. Again, we're having those winds that we don't normally get this time of year. We started with another fire. They kind of got a hold of that one very rapidly, though they did evacuate some houses just to be cautious. I was so angry that my country of Trinidad and Tobago abstained. We did not even vote to support the president. I know, Josette. It's, I guess abstaining is probably better than voting against. Wow, we are low on attendance today. Hey, Amanda, if everybody could please just retweet this. It looks like we're having some new people, but some of the old people, may not be able to find their way here today. I don't know. Merry Christmas, Amanda. Good to see you. All right, so the Democrats, according to, this is Breitbart, they're preparing to impeach President Trump if they can find any way at all to do it, because Jerry Nadler has taken over now for John Conyers, and Schumer is so sure that he's going to be so great in leading the charge to impeach the president. Hey, Monique, good to see you. Now, there's nothing to impeach him on and for, but that doesn't matter to the Democrats because they'll do whatever they have to do. They're not going to impeach him, but they'll try. I know, Nadler. You're no John Conyers. I know, he's never going to be impeached, man. And nothing. I mean, these people just keep talking about it because it's all they have. Instead of enjoying prosperity and all that, hey, Bob, all they want to do is talk nonsense. Monique says, Merry Christmas, everyone. So, I mean, how ridiculous. Democrat losers, yeah. So, that'll be something that they start up at the beginning of the year. They go out on that and they start it back up at the beginning of the year. Amanda says, Merry Christmas, Monique. Now, here's some other things that will probably astonish you, as it looks like my YouTube has just frozen altogether. California growth. The population grew by 300,000 people in 2017. That's nearly 40 million people in California right now. Most came from being born, and which outpaced the deaths by 220,000. More moved out of California than came into California. And foreign immigration in California added 80,000 people. The largest number increases were in Los Angeles, Riverside, Orange, San Diego, and San Bernardino. Let me guess who. Yep, there you go, Collie. Kay Jones, we'll just have you go and enjoy your Christmas early. There you go. Robin says, Merry Christmas. Again, for all of those on YouTube who are having problems, please just come over to Periscope if you'd like. So, yeah, not surprising that California continues to grow and a population of foreign-born people moving out of California because the taxes and everything else is crazy. They're talking about increasing the DMV taxes, the road taxes, tax per mile, whatever they can tax, they will. President Trump signing the tax bill, good. YouTube has sound, but picture is stuck. I know, Lee. I don't know what happened. Yesterday was great. And today, right when I started talking about something, they kind of stopped the streaming again. They do that to me every now and then. You love the Anna California rhetoric. Yeah. Unfortunately, California seems to have. Here's what I wish. I wish California would do like they did when they got tired of the property taxes and introduced Proposition 13 and said, "Look, we've had enough. We're not going to take it anymore." But I think what happened at that time, there were more people in California and who were, conservatives, and we don't have that anymore. So we have a problem. I'm closing your business at the end of the year. Oh, Nick, no. Not forever, right? You just mean for the end of the year, and are you going to open it back up? There's absolutely no better place to live, period, Lisa said. Well, Lisa, I live in California. I love California, but I don't love what they do in California. Would you consider moving to Texas? Bob, at one point, I really wanted to, and then my husband saw the hurricane videos or tornado videos of Texas with trucks being moved out. Move the hell out. Well, at least it's not that easy. Yeah, Jerry, you'd love California. It's beautiful. Yeah, when my husband saw the trucks being blown around like pieces of paper, he's like, well, I don't know. Move to Abilene, Texas with you, Jesse said. Yeah, I don't think, I don't know. My husband wasn't too happy. Come to Wisconsin. I've been to Madison, Wisconsin. Boy, that's like the flattest place I've ever seen. Okay, can I tell you? You guys can stand on one side and see the at the other end of the street. Yeah, Robin, I know they've stopped the streaming for some reason, but you can hear the volume. Hear the audio. I have no idea what's causing that. It's not on my end, but so I'm only guessing it's YouTube. Every area has risks: earthquakes, floods, hurricanes, tornadoes. Yeah, that's true, but we don't often have hurricanes here. That's the good point. That's the good part. I mean, every now and then it happens, but it's typically not something that happens. Hey, Barry, good morning. Oh, you're moving to North Dakota, Nick. Wow. What's in North Dakota? No state tax in Florida. I know, Marlene. That's pretty cool. It's very good, as a matter of fact. Remember to hug Bub. I will, Don. I'll take hurricane over fire. Marlene, the fire thing, here's the thing. One, by illegal immigrants in an encampment, okay? That's what they're saying happened in L.A. The other one up in Ventura, they're saying that it happened by the electrical company, the electric company. Jobs, especially the IT field. That's cool, Nick. Yeah, earthquakes aren't so bad, Marlene, unless we have the big one, and then there's a different story. But typically those are just, done and over with very quickly. Let's see. Okay. Rand Paul said we need to investigate the Obama officials who may have colluded against President Trump. Volcanoes are bad too. Susan, I can set you up here in Abilene. You're coming here. We'll talk later, Jesse said. Oh, no state tax in Nevada. Yeah. I'm all I know about Nevada is Las Vegas. Okay. So I don't know. I know there are other areas in Las Vegas, and the other thing I know is it's really hot. Check it out, Susan, Travel USA. Merry Christmas, Gary. You missed the singing. I know. And YouTube is trying to, shut me down by streaming very slow right now. So sorry about that. If you can make it over to Periscope, please do. Rand Paul said we need to investigate the FBI, the DOJ, and high-ranking Obama government officials felt it would be worse. It could be worse than Watergate. Cully, I've been to Florida. The only place I've been in Florida really is on a trip down the state to Jacksonville. Tax bill signed and in the can. Yep. And they're going to be going to Florida and having a great Christmas there. Have to look at the replay for your singing. Lee, it was a little bit it was okay. But I was a little nervous and I started a little bit too high of note, I think, but I tried. Oh, please, Jacksonville is South Georgia. See, I don't know about that much. I've been on, hey Teresa, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Florida's diverse geographically and population wise. I wouldn't mind Florida so much, but it seems like Florida, you guys get a lot of rain all the time. It's like, what's that for? Like every 5 minutes or something. Like every day. Oh my gosh, the black clouds are coming. Three different states in one. Yeah. Too humid. And Robin, I don't mind the humidity. I grew up in the humidity. I don't like the dry heat like they have in California. Dry heat can kill you. So we'll see. I don't know if I could find a really good place that I was really happy with. I like to be around water, so I would really prefer being somewhere near the ocean, but I don't know where that would be. I really don't. I like normal, like Illinois. Robin said, "Show me your feet. Show me. Let me show you the door instead. How's that? There you go." So, rain keeps the grass green and the pool full. Yes. Rainy season is April through July or so. It rains but stops fast. Tennessee, lakes and rivers and creeks. Bye, Felicia. Yeah, the only thing about Tennessee, Teresa, is it's cold there. It's cold. And there are some bad weather occasionally. California's overregulated. They sure are, Nick. They have chased most of my business customers out of the state. Yep. We got lots of water. You can buy a house on a canal to the Gulf for under 200,000. Wow, that would be amazing. Yeah, see, a lake home or somewhere on the beach, and I would live in a tiny house to do it. I really would. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm not opposed to like a tiny house. Seriously. I know that's more a millennial thing, but I could do it. The best beaches, in my opinion, in Florida are West Side, white powdery sand, warm Gulf waters. I remember in Jacksonville. Okay, YouTube, stop for you. Hey, Robin, I know it's really sad today. Um, I remember going in Jacksonville and walking on the sand. It was the hottest sand I've ever walked on in my life. Susan, hubby, and horse in a tiny house. Yeah, the horse might have to stay outside. I'll show my oceanfront property in Abilene, Texas. Is that one of those things like a swamp? Tiny houses, less cleaning. That's right, Danielle. Absolutely. My brother lives in Navarre, Florida, and it's really nice. Never even heard of that. Is it Navarre or Navarre? Yeah, poor YouTube today. I don't know what the problem is. Navarre. Okay. Wow. No, George Strait song. Susan's supposed to be Arizona. It's close to Destin. Okay. I love Pensacola for vacation. I'm in Broward County. Has anybody ever been to Myrtle Beach in South Carolina? What's that like these days? Hey, Wendell, good to see you. We used to vacation at Myrtle Beach. I always liked it. I just love the beach. I love the fact that in California I'm so close to the beach. I mean, 5 minutes I'm there. My aunt lives in Myrtle. Chaos. Oh, see, I'd heard that, Marlene, that it had gone downhill. It wasn't a very nice place. Hawaii, too expensive. I have a friend that moved to Hawaii, but her parent, her mother had a condo there she could live in. Hawaii's too expensive. $5 like for a hamburger or something, and that's cheap. You got to make a lot of money to live in Hawaii, I think. Snowbird time after Christmas will be in Palm Springs for the winter. Oh, you will, Chicago? Are you going to go there, Chicago Pumps? Oh, it's nice, just crowded on the Strand. North Myrtle Beach is best. Oh, okay. I just loved it. If you want to see pretty beaches too, just go to Pebble Beach in California. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. White sandy beaches. Snowbird is so pretty. Yeah, we get a lot of snowbirds here. They always come in from Arizona and complain about the weather. It's like, come on. Yes, we spend the winter there. Well, Chicago Pops, I may be driving to Palm Springs later on in the year. Like to live in Hawaii, but afraid it could tip over. I think you'll be fine, Cully. Some reason I think you'll be fine. Let's see. Some more information in Las Vegas about the shooting. This may surprise you. All 58 of the people died of gunshot wounds. The shooter, Paddock, one gunshot wound to the mouth is what killed him. And it may be another year before they find out exactly what the motive was. And if you believe all of that, we can sell you some swampland in Florida. 47 degrees currently, Don said, where he's at. Yeah, that's crazy. Everything else, you can, I mean, we can determine within a couple of hours what the motive is, what happened. But Vegas, no, it's going to take a whole nother year. And so when the whole nother year comes around, you will have forgotten a lot of it. Paddock's autopsy come out. I heard more than one gunshot. Jerry, they're reporting one gunshot wound to the mouth. Suicide. They know, in my opinion. Oh, yeah, they do, Marianne. I'm sure they do. They're just not telling us. It's crazy. Yep. Absolutely crazy. That's insane, Robin said. Yep, Robin, it really is. Let's see. Now, I don't know if you know some of these people, so let's talk about, let's get back onto the sexual allegations, sexual assault allegations, sexual harassment, sexual misconduct. Mark Schwann, creator of the Royals, he used to also was the creator of One Tree Hill. He was fired when more than 40, that's 40 women accused him of sexual harassment. Yeah, I don't believe anything in Las Vegas, Jerry. I think so much happened that we don't know about, nobody's talking about, nobody will ever talk about. So there's another one in Hollywood that bites the dust. Also, Hollywood producer Gary Goddard, I don't know who this guy is. He was accused of sexual misconduct by Anthony Edwards. Whatever happened to Jesus Campos? Yeah, who knows, Chessie? Haven't heard a peep about him at all. Haven't seen Laura Loomer back down there. Loomer talking about him at all or trying to go to his house. So the man, Gary Goddard, who Anthony Edwards accused him of sexual molestation, now 7 more men have come forward and said that when they were boys, he sexually molested them. The accusations are that, especially on a tour for Peter Pan, they would travel with the boys and he would orchestrate a way for them to sleep within arm distance of him. So he would, and the parents would be there too, I guess, in the house. Oh, she's going back to Vegas in a few weeks. Yeah, I saw her come on. I didn't bother to watch it. Yeah, I don't know what she keeps going back for because she goes to the same place and talks to the same guy, never gets any information. Is there more news about the ladies coming out? Of course not, Brandon, because it's a non-issue. Soon there will be no men working in Hollywood. That's true, okay? I mean, seriously. Hey, Gary. Gary's over on Facebook. Yay. Glad you're over there, Gary. I didn't see you switch over. Sorry about that. I read Campos was working. No interviews allowed, so it's vague. There is a police officer missing in Las Vegas. Huh. Well, that's odd. Let's see. You remember Matt Damon, who came out and said, look, not everybody is really so bad as a harasser. Like if you just tap somebody or on the behind, that's not as bad as somebody else. Oh, they found the missing police guy, Jerry said. Why was he missing? So anyway, Matt Damon got in trouble for having the audacity to say that some sexual harassment was less than others. So now there's a petition that has been started to remove him from the Ocean's 8 cameo appearance that he was supposed to make. What's going on in Alabama with the election? Anything new? I haven't heard anything. Huh, I left his car for a month and took off, Jerry said, with a police officer in Vegas. That's weird. So, they're alleging now that Matt Damon not only ignored but enabled Weinstein's behavior. So, poor Matt should never have opened his mouth, and looks like he's not even going to be able to get a cameo appearance on Ocean's 8 because of the statement that he made. He left his, yeah. So, we're at the halfway point. If everybody could retweet this puppy, as Lee would say, that would be great. Moore should sue the lady who falsely accused him. Brandon, he won't because it would just be too much trouble. I said Merry Christmas to you, Monique, on YouTube, but your name wasn't read, so Merry Christmas. Thank you for retweeting this. Let's see. The Trump administration asked to delay the enlistment of transgenders in the military, and the court has denied this. So they're going to have to start enlisting transgenders right away, according to the court order. Matt should have kept quiet, but probably thought someone should speak up for the men. Well, Carmen, in our society today, when you speak up and speak out, and if you don't speak what the left wants you to speak, then you're going to be in trouble regardless. So I get Matt's point, and he's right. I mean, there are various degrees of everything. Repeal of Obamacare should be first item on the agenda for next year. It probably won't be, Brandon. According to Mitch McConnell, it's infrastructure. I disagree. It's a mental health risk, Chessie said. Yeah. Wow. The little bot in here today is just working overtime. Copying what everybody's saying. All right. So 20% of the federal inmates, it's beyond political correctness in Hollywood. Yeah. Chicago Pops, it's gone over to political craziness in Hollywood. That's where it's gone to. 20% of federal inmates were not born in the United States. Is that shocking or what? The majority of the inmates are illegal. Courts are making law now. I know, Chessie. Friday again, bot day out. Exactly, Lee. Cully just came back in. I guess you got knocked out. I know. Can you imagine that? 20% of federal inmates were not born in the United States, and the majority of them are illegal. Infrastructure has been lacking forever. Stop giving money to countries who hate us. You mean like all of those who voted against us in the UN? Let's see. At the end of 2017, 58,766 known or suspected illegals were in the DOJ custody. Of that total, 37,557 were confirmed illegals. 21,209 were foreign-born inmates still under ICE investigation to determine their origin. Wow. Such a shocker. Who knew? I know, Robin. Not surprising at all. Crazy. Let ICE do their job and build the wall with speed. Yeah, did you hear that a lot of the states around the border wall are deciding that they want to boycott people who are trying to get a job by helping to build the wall. So they don't like it, and California, of course, is one of those that they really basically already said, if you work on the wall, you won't work in California again. Which is absolutely, I think it's borderline criminal, but it's not, of course. They're not homeless like our vets are. I know. See, we should take all of that money. Because what is it? Oh, like $11 trillion or so I saw. Yesterday, those people who voted against us, if we cut off the funding, we'd have about $11 trillion. And so we should take that money and provide for the veterans. Who exactly said that? About what? In sanctuary cities, yes, for sure. And, there's another thing that the DOJ, they're going to have to start cracking down and arresting people, arresting these mayors and everybody else, and fining them and putting them in jail in order to make them stop violating the law. If you work on the walk, you won't work in California. Oh, if you work on the wall. That's all. I mean, that's all over the place. You can look at Dennis Michael Lynch. There's articles on that. It's everywhere. They California makes no secret about it. Just Google it. You'll find it. They've said that from the very beginning. They are not. Yeah, there goes the bot again. Oh my God. Let's see. Now, Bitcoin. Bitcoin plunged below 11,000, losing $4,600 or 600 in a single session. Fears now that a major crash in the cryptocurrency prices could be underway. This is according to the Business Insider. Hey, Renee. Um, it dropped almost $3,000 in early trade on Friday. It has since recovered some losses, but remains down by close to 12%. So, I don't know, all of you who have Bitcoin, be careful. Okay, Chesney. Now, Walmart is, your bag. That was fast. Hold on for dear life. Yeah, exactly. Boom, then bust. Yeah. Bitcoin, a huge con, Lee said. Bit crash coin. I bought more on the dip. That's the good time to buy everything, I guess, Marlene. I'm not that much of a risk taker to buy Bitcoin, so I'll lose out if it does really well. But I just it's too risky for me. Bitcoin will bounce back. I still have mine, Nick said. So there you go. I mean, they were saying what a couple years ago that gold and silver were just going to skyrocket, and that really hasn't done it. Marianne said hubby thinks it's a scam. I'd buy it if the price was right, Brandon said. Yeah, silver never really bounced back. Panic sellers, probably. Right before Christmas, maybe. Now, Walmart, it's being said, is developing a store of the future with, drumroll, no cashiers. I think it's called the Code 8 project. I'm not sure why. Kind of strange name. But it says that it may be similar to the Amazon Go store, where you kind of like take something off the shelf and it sees what you're purchasing and you just pay for it on the go type thing. Right now, they don't have many now. With Walmart right now, it's self-service. You know, I love that. People standing in line, you just go to self-serve, get in and get out. It's great. Not a lot of people use that, but I think it's more convenient. Silver's being pushed by brokers. Yeah, Chicago Pop said. They barely have cashiers now. I know, Robin. It's so true. Let's see. Here's some news from Columbia University. I've used the online app and pick up groceries at the store. Oh, wow, Brandon. That's pretty cool. Thank you, Susie, for the super hearts. Last night there were 100 feet of people standing in line at Walmart in Chattanooga. I'm not surprised, Teresa. Self-checkout is faster. Yes, it is. Except when it kind of screws up. If you don't put things down in the bag, you know how it does. It'll say, wait for the cashier or whatever to come over and help you. Sometimes it screws up. It's getting better though. We order online at Walmart, everything ready at the door. That's neat, Cully. I check myself out quite a bit, Robin said. Yeah, I think it's just faster. Walmart grocery app allows you to order online. Late, I was busy. I'm here though. I'm glad you're here, Susie. Merry Christmas to you. A Columbia University student was caught on tape telling a crowd that the only way to shut up members of the school's college Republicans is to punch them in the face. Isn't that great? I mean, aren't you glad to hear that? If I only had a few items, self-checkout is okay. I like to do it all, Carmen. The more I have, the more I want to do self-checkout. I'm blessed my husband does all the shopping. That is great, Marlene. Yeah, just like liberals in Columbia University to tell people to go out and incite violence against others. How horrible is that? Unbelievable. Wait until those college kids get in the real world. You know, Brandon, no, the real world is kind of changing for those college kids now. Not a good thing. But Susan, when you get to Abilene, there are small stores that will bring it to your house. Wow. That's pretty good, Chezzy. Good old liberals. I know, Amanda. Such wisdom our youth have. I know. They live their echo chambers. Oh, they love their echo chambers, yes. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Our world is changing a little bit too much, and we start going more towards the millennials. But I mean, if you watch people online, my husband always uses self checkout when he shops. Robin said, if you watch people online, the most people that are online, like on Periscope, are millennials. And who is watching them? People who are not millennials, for whatever reason, like to tune in and get their wisdom from the millennials. I'm just saying, something's not making sense. Susie said we use self checkout. Lovely punched him in the face. I know, Monique, right? I love that I have an old fashioned drugstore brings it to my door. Pfft. Man, then somebody comes to your door here, you better be careful. 58 here, you're a hippie. I know. California, somebody's coming to your door bringing something. You probably don't want to answer the door and don't want to open it up. I'm a millennial and I like to learn from the older generations. Brandon, I'm telling you, you're one of the exceptions. And a lot of the older people are, like I'm saying, they're tuning into the millennials, and that doesn't make any sense because while there are very smart millennials, don't get me wrong, the vast majority of them don't have the life experience by virtue of not being old enough, along with the education. Oh, I know they're coming beforehand. Oh, okay. Was kind of joking a little bit. I just turned around and left Walmart and have a family of 4 coming tonight. Wow. That's a lot of people, Teresa. Poor YouTube. It's so sad. It's so sad. No streaming whatsoever. Just like that, we're not going to stream today. I wanted to put God's views on political news on YouTube so that it would get to Periscope. And now it looks like I'm not going to be able to do that. Lots of bots on my feed. I know, Brandon. I'm told that's a good thing because that means you're doing something right. They wouldn't be in repeating you if you weren't. I have no idea if that's true, but I know if you try to get rid of them, they keep coming back. I know probably too late to order online. Well, you could ask and see, Teresa, but I wouldn't count on it. That's the problem. He won, Fred. Are you in here? I didn't see you come in if you're in. All right, so this really irks me. I don't know about you guys, but Papa John's, John, what is it, Schnatter? Is that his name? Papa John. He is out as the CEO and now will serve as the chairman because of his comments that he made about the NFL. My daughter was brainwashed in college by her philosophy professor. She moved to Portland. Oh, no. Who's a whack job? Papa John's? Monique said, I'm astonished by their online conduct. Can you imagine what type of home environment they live in? I know several millennials who have wonderful values but can't say that for all. That's true. That not all millennials are bad. There are some really good, intelligent millennials who know their stuff, who have great ideas, innovative and everything else. Trump on his way to Florida. Have to go see Air Force One sometime. Yeah, that'd be nice, Cully. Read about Papa John's CEO stepping down. Who said Papa John's will pay for that move? I don't eat Papa John's. I have to be honest with you, but I don't like that fact. The guy told the truth. He talked about respect, and now they're making him become chairman and not CEO. Just read that he blamed the NFL protest for decline in third quarter sales. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily think that that's incorrect because if people aren't watching football and they're not ordering pizzas, I could very well be. I thought he owned the company. He was the CEO. Hey, Susan, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Millennial Con. Now, see, there's a millennial, that very intelligent guy, Millennial Con. Hey, Robert, good to see you. Now he steps down for telling the truth. That's right. He and his millions will be fine. Exactly. less work for him. Numbers don't lie. And I'm glad the NFL still doesn't have people, that's great. Oh, and I wanted to mention before I forget it. Apple is being sued. It's a class action suit now. Thank you for the flowers, Robert. Class action suit is was filed yesterday in Los Angeles by a guy who is saying, I don't like the fact that the Apple just disclosed that they're slowing down the phone. I didn't agree to that. They shouldn't have done that. Yada yada yada. I will, Jerry. So, yeah, so class action suit. If you have Apple products, you'll be a part of that class action suit, or you can opt out. But that was filed yesterday. Been doing that to me too. Jules thought, good, he should sue. Yep. Well, he's suing on behalf of all of us. Need to sue them. I just bought a new phone because my 4S wouldn't budge. Wow. Apple's very arrogant. Yeah, Bob, because they said, yep, we do it, and we're going to continue to do it. So they didn't have any problems with it. Didn't want to hide it or anything else. And they feel that they're doing that to protect the battery from dying altogether. They want us all to buy new phones. They do. Apple's a private company, though. We should boycott them instead. Now, it's not about whether they're private or public or whatever, millennial. My thoughts are, if I ask for a phone and it's supposed to work a certain way, then it's not okay if you change that contract and go back and start, screwing with the phone. That's kind of like what the guy is saying, too, that's filed a lawsuit. Yeah, exactly, Robin. So, that's the problem. Apple can do whatever it wants, but when you enter into a contract with somebody, they can't change the terms on it. You missed your flip phone, never died and always reliable. I know, Brendan. Somebody yesterday was saying they still had the flip phone, which I can't even imagine, but okay. It's like selling watered gasoline. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, don't change the terms. And if you're going to change the terms, then tell people and give them the right to opt in or opt out. But they didn't do that. Then they secretly did it, and now it's just coming out. Now they're trying to act like, well, it's no big deal. I like my iPhone, but I don't buy the new ones. We wait until prices come down, Robin said. Yeah, good idea. Agreed, I just take the libertarian approach that the free market takes them down. Take them down, they want to. Well, yeah. I guess the free market will, but I think when something as big as Apple, I don't see those things happening, or they will screw us. Yeah, I think millennial in this case it will be they will screw us. I think the updates slow your phone down, so you have to buy a new one. And as I was saying yesterday, the adapters that you buy, if they're not Apple adapters, for example, for your car, they stop working. Every time Apple does updates, those things stop working and you have to buy something new unless you buy an Apple product. Now Apple will change terms of agreement. I bet you agree to anything we do. Exactly. I started out with a flip phone, then a BlackBerry, then Android, which I love, but now have the iPhone. So far, no problems. Love it, Monique said. Think about Android over the iPhone. There are a lot of people that can hack into those Androids, and that's why you really need to have a passcode on your Android because people can very easily get in there. My daughter and granddaughters have Apple phones. Yep. Most people I know have iPhones. And they're good products. But Apple just, they really did start this a couple of years ago where you could see that things were changing and they were causing things to slow down and that's not good. You have the Google phone. Oh, okay. That's why I've had Mac computers for years, Robin said. Hey, Sharon, good to see you. Merry Christmas. I have a Galaxy Note Android. Huh. How is that? I have a frozen YouTube. So, I know, Don. I don't know why they're doing that to me. I have a bag phone. It's awesome. Good. Brandon, as long as you don't have a shoe phone, right? I've never liked Steve Jobs or Apple products, Bob said. That's exactly why I switched to iPhone. My Android kept getting hacked and ran very slow. I know, Monique. It's terrible. Look at the iPhone. It's so good that the FBI doesn't even know how to get into it. Samsung had exploding batteries. Remember? Yeah, I remember that. And Samsung TV kind of spies on you now, right? Let's see. Some other important stuff. Did you see that the vice president made a surprise trip over to Afghanistan to sort of say a Merry Christmas to the troops over there? I thought that was really nice. I know Pence is great. I know it was great to see him there. I love my Mac computer too. Robin said a lot of people prefer Mac. Yeah, and back about that wall, they said is President Trump pushes forward with promise the U.S. Mexican border wall. Companies competing for the chance to work on the multi-billion-dollar project are facing mounting boycotts from local Democratic lawmakers moving to blacklist the border builders. Coordinated efforts have been launched in California, Arizona, Illinois, New York, and Rhode Island that would prohibit cities and towns from doing any official business with the companies as part of a larger resistance strategy to delay construction of the controversial wall. I mean, that's just BS. You love your Galaxy Note. I have a malware security app that is really good. Cool. Cool. Pizza, pizza, Little Caesars. Uh, the also at the this is odd at the New York Philharmonic, the conductor Charles Dutoit has withdrawn from concerts next month after sexual misconduct allegations. So even hit the New York Philharmonic. Who in what industry hasn't done something? I know, millennial. We talked about that. We're winning, continuing to win. The Democrats are continuing to have a meltdown over everything. What's in the water? I know. I'm telling you, I've never seen this in my whole life. Take the UN money and put it towards the wall. Exactly, Cully. It's over $11 trillion. Take it and just use it, build the wall. And you know what's going to happen because as soon as if President Trump does what he says he was going to, you shall know them by their fruit. Absolutely, Brandon. That if he does what he says he's going to and stops funding them, you know the Democrats are going to come out and be all crazy over this. Democrats hate everything Trump does. They keep their constituents poor and dumb. Very true, Susie. All this evilness has been behind the scenes for far too long. Absolutely has, Robin. It will never stop. So many perverts, Robin said. Yep. Love watching fake news have to report on the companies making promises as a result of tax cuts. I know it probably killed CNN and all those other people to come out and make that report on AT&T giving $1,000 bonuses to all their 200,000 employees. Yes, the temporary funding went through as well. Brandon, he signed that as well. The Democrats pray and lie to their voters. It's just evil. They want them poor. They want them poor. They want them dependent upon the government, Susie. Yes, they do. And it never stops. It's been that way forever. It's unbelievable that, and again, people just never learn. They go right back out every time the Democrat calls and said, and let's go back out and vote. They vote Democrat. They see that every time they do that, the job